Today in this video, we'll review for the Asphalt Legends Unite update, including the new events and new cars, and of course the max stats. Since this video will be a long video, I won't spend too much time here. So with no more delay, let's get into it. Let's take a look at the new car first. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut will have a rank of 5,223, which is lower than the Devil 16. The top speed of this car is 541 km/h and the acceleration is 83, which is kinda crazy for a top classes car. The handling of this car is 61.28, which is okay, I would say. The nitro is 33.34, which is acceptable considering this car has an insane top speed. Fun fact is that if we compare this car to the Chinese version, the top speed is slightly slower and the nitro is shorter in global, but with a faster acceleration and better handling. I guess the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut will not be that powerful in global version as the nitro is much shorter in global. However, we haven't seen a test drive on it, so we can't determine does this car have physics issue or not, and even can this car eventually beat the Devil 16. Next is the Porsche Mission Out. This car will be one of the supports in Drive Syndicate. The Porsche Mission Out has a top speed of 312.1 km/h, acceleration of 87.92, handling of 63.47, and the nitro of 62.72. Comparing this car to preferring the H2 speed, this car is 5 km/h slower and weaker handling, but with much higher acceleration and slightly longer nitro. This car could be a nice underdog car in Class C thanks to its acceleration, not gonna lie. The third one is Ferrari SF90XX STRADALE. This car will also be one of the supports on Drive Syndicate. The top speed of this car is 361.2, the acceleration is 85.73, and handling is 79.17, and the nitro is 62.55. This car could be a good car in Class A, and the top speed of nitro could go around 380 km/h, and at the same time, the acceleration is good, with almost 86 points. The handling of this car could be also quite sensitive. I think this car will have an interesting competition with the Remax C1. Now it's the Ford GT, but it's Frankie edition. This car is a 5-star Class A with a rank of less than 4,000. However, I think it should deserve a higher rank. Let's see. The top speed of this car is 371.8 km/h, the acceleration is 79.14, the handling is 58.82 points, and the nitro is 74.63. The top speed is surely a 6-star standard. With an okay acceleration, this car could survive in Platinum League. The handling is much better than the original Ford GT, and the nitro is also long. For it, such stats with only less than 4,000 rank is too overpowered. Now, the next one lead to a little bit disappointment. The Bugatti Chiron Per Sport has a top speed of 397.8 km/h with the acceleration of 87 points. The handling of this car is 73 points and the nitro is 65 points. Look at the rank of this car, 4,831. Now, look at the top speed, less than 400. This top speed should be a low classes car. I know they have made the other stars better to compensate the low top speed, but that's totally not enough. The Remagna Ferrari S had a top speed of 410 km/h, and this car only go less than 400. To be honest, the low top speed totally ruined this car, even the other stars are good. Now, let's move on to the Lamborghini Autentica. This car has a top speed of 366.9 km/h with an acceleration of 78.86. The handling of this car is 47 and nitro is 68. Honestly, I don't expect too much on this car since it is only a starter Class S. However, this car will be given for free on Grand Prix, so I think hopefully I will just unlock it but won't spend any resources on it. Last but not least, we have the Ford Mustang RTR SPEC 5 10th anniversary. This is a mid-class B car. The top speed of this car is 355.2 km/h. The acceleration is 75.65. The handling is 46 and the nitro is 73. Again, I don't expect too much on this car since this car may release on the new Unite Pass, and you know Unite Pass, also known as the Legends Pass on Asphalt Legends, and the cars released on Unite Pass are not really good. So there's no more forgetting of adding a mid-class B car. After talking about the new cars, let's move on to the new changes. First, there will be a co-op game mode, Team Pursuit. Every race, some players will be chosen for the security and syndicate driver. Security players need to knock the syndicate driver down, meanwhile, the syndicate driver needs to escape from them. It sounds interesting, and the security additions can be used on tracks again. For this mode, it seems to have its own serious score and milestone rewards. Hopefully, the rewards will be good and free-to-play friendly, at least not being locked behind the multiplayer pass. Next, there are 4 new showrooms in this update, namely the Runner RS01, Fender, Dodge Viper ACR, and Neo EP9. Honestly, it is time to add more cars to STRADALE, not on showroom, because showroom requires screening and STRADALE is relatively easier. But still, adding more cars on showroom could also be nice. Also, there will be sub-tiers between the league and multiplayer, and there are rounds for multiplayer. New private rooms, new garage level cap up to 60 levels, and the new Singapore map will also appear on this update. For everyone, there will be a launch gift, 13 Nissan 370S Neon Edition blueprints, which guarantee an unlock, and 10 Asphalt Legends Unite launch packs, 1 and 2 respectively, with 7.5 tokens and 50,000 credits. After the changes, let's move on to the events. On the first season, the Ultima R special will return again. If you haven't got the Ultima Rs yet, there will be another golden opportunity. Besides that, the Grand Prix for Nissan R390 GT1 will rerun again. The special event for Bugatti Hero R rerun, and the Drive Syndicate 9 after a week of Unite launching. Also, there will be a time-limited event for you to win the Ford GT Frankie edition. The car hunt for the season is Malaysia Ferrari, Jaguar CX-75, Bugatti EB110, and Neo EP9. This will be a last hunt for the Neo EP9, as it will become a showroom car in the second season. Now, on the second season, there will be a burst of speed, featuring the Apollo Evo, Lotus Evija, F3 Fegevento S8, Noble M600, and F3 Fegevento Superso GT3, and Ceylon S7. There is a new special event for Bugatti Chiron Pro Sport, which would probably feature the burst of speed as a Porsche. It is not confirmed yet. Also, there is a rerun special event for BX Blade GT1 and Lamborghini Autentica Grand Prix. The special event of the season will be Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sport, which used to appear as key hunts. On the first season, there will be a special event for Lamborghini Revoluto and another burst of speed featuring Ferrari Daytona SP3, Ferrari 599X Evo, Ferrari Challenge Evo, and Lamborghini Sentimental Elemental, Lamborghini S18, Lamborghini SC20. There will be a special event for Ferrari SF90 STRADALE, not the SF90 XX1, and a Grand Prix for Mercedes AMG GT Back Series. In conclusion, this update is really a massive update. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut is insane, but sadly it is expected to lock behind the paywall. The special speed is quite disappointing. Although the cars featuring are friendly for beginners, it's just not as great as the last special speed. Meanwhile, there are some free-to-play events, for example, special hunts and special event reruns. Those events are quite interesting. The multiplayer changes will also bring a fun experience. Overall, a massive and great update, and can't wait for July 17th. Anyways, those are to share. Such a long video. And now it's your turn. What do you think about the Asphalt Legends Unite? Which part has hyped you up, while which part disappointed you? Comment your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you with more Asphalt content.